Hello, you guys. Have you missed me? I mean, it's only literally been like a week since my trip. Yeah. Okay, let's get started with this video. It's currently Sunday the 29th of March and it's 8:28 p.m. I've just showered and I'm about to do my skincare. And if you can see, my face is so dry. Like I've got the worst like dry patch here. Like my skin is so dry, and I've been having like a lot of problems with my skin lately this year. Not even this year, for a while now, and I don't really understand why, because I don't actually have an issue with my skin like this to the point where I'm like, this is a problem and I need to fix it. And it's kind of it's really throwing me off because I don't have problems with my face. I don't have problems with my skin. I'm gonna move you a bit because I need some in here. So I'm like, I'm kind of in a frenzy right now. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been a week since my trip, and I still can't get the videos on my phone because like fully download them because I don't have space. So even though I was saying that like I didn't want to get a new phone because I'm kind of on a time out with myself, because I really haven't, done the things that I said I needed to do and lock it in since this year has started. But I'm gonna have to buy the new phone because I want to start editing and start putting things out. So yeah, but when I get the new phone, it's definitely gonna come with strings attached, which is what I'm about to get into. So what has led me to this? This being, oh my days, you can't tell, but I've got a lot of like spots on my forehead, which, oh my goodness, like I'm honestly, I don't know how to feel right now. I'm in a frenzy. Like I'm saying, I'm in a frenzy because of my skin. I've never ever like had this with my skin where I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But right now I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Because my skin is not skinning like it's supposed to skin. Like my face is the one thing I've never had to worry about because she always acts right. But right now she's not acting right. Anyways, cool. So getting right into it. So I'm giving myself 3 weeks. There's nothing in this. It's finished. Flip sake. Let me get an alternative. Yeah, there's something in that. Yeah, so I'm giving myself 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks to actually like be serious and take myself seriously. And in these 3 weeks, what I'm going to be doing is basically, this is all in relation to like my my love for food. Because that's really what it comes down to. It's not really the gymming and it's not like the being active, because that like I don't have an issue with that. Like I'm actually really active, and I'm always at the gym. I'm always walking. Hello, I ain't got my license. I have no choice but to walk. So like in relation to that, it's actually really good. It's just it's just my love for food, and this is where it gets techie, because I really do love food. Like I love food. I love eating. I love a little sweet treat, but it's just that like the sweet treat comes with weight gain. Anyways, cool. We're not laughing. This is actually a serious video. Anyways, yes, I'm giving myself 3 weeks to actually really lock in. And you might say, why 3 weeks? 3 weeks is very, very random. But why not just make it a month? Why not just make it 4 weeks? No, it's 3 weeks because in my head, it's just 3 weeks. Like, it's literally just like you can give 3 weeks, So in these 3 weeks, I'm basically, what did I just went in with that. I'm basically gonna be going on a very aggressive cut. Like I'm gonna be going on a, I say very aggressive, but yeah, aggressive cut. Like I need to be aggressive with it, because if I let myself have room, I'm gonna take that room and just, you know. So no, it's gonna be a very aggressive cut, meaning that like I'm gonna have to be on a very, very strict diet and just be very serious with it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So here's the thing, yeah. If at the end of these 3 weeks I haven't been, and I will, am I going to be doing check-ins? I don't know if I'll be checking in. I don't really know if I'll be checking in like on a weekly basis, or I might just, you know, do this for the next 2 weeks and then check in at the end of the 2 weeks, so that we can, you know, we can relay back what the lesson that we've learned, and if these 3 weeks were successful or not. I'll do like starting weight and everything, and the point of these 2 weeks is not to lose drastic weight, it's just to get rid of like the bad habits in terms of like the snacking and stuff like that, and cutting out stuff like that. Is this is literally what it's for. And just, you know, am I cutting out sugar? That's a good point. I went in with this, I need to go with this. Am I cutting out I don't know. I do love, in terms of like processed food and processed stuff, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But the next 3 weeks is simply gonna be an aggressive cut. Whatever, like I will figure that out, what that looks like, but it's just gonna be an aggressive cut, you know what I mean? And then we'll check in after the 3 weeks. Let's just say my starting weight is 75 kg right now. I'm rounding up because I don't have a digital scale, and like the scale I've got is like an old one, where like, you know, it's got like the thingy. So the thingy is kind of in between 74, 73, 74, 75. So I'm just, for the sake of the sakes, I'm just gonna, let's start off on a nice round number and say 75. So, you know, that's what we're starting off at, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's just like I said, it's not like I'm not looking to like lose 20 kg in the next 2 weeks. Like that's like I'm not going to be starving myself. This is like, this is not a starving thing. Like I'm just going on an aggressive cut, meaning that I'm just going to be taking it more seriously, you know what I mean? And so yeah, and like I said, like the point of these next 2 weeks is literally just to shake off the bad habits that I've got, and to pick up better habits, and to basically just gain a bit of self-control when it comes to food, and like just eating because I want to eat, you know, and not eating because like I'm actually hungry, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's gonna be the next. And like I'm like, it's just 3 weeks, you know what I mean? Like it's not 4 weeks, it's not 5 weeks, it's just 3 weeks. And it's like, if these next 2 weeks I can't do the things that I've said I'm gonna do, then I'm just going to let myself be a big back, because honestly, if you can't even do this for 3 weeks, then what's the point? You know, that's kind of like the mindset. That's why like I'm actually gonna be really on it, because it's just 3 weeks. It's, you can do this for just 3 weeks. And like I said, if in these just 3 weeks I can't even do it, I'm gonna let myself reign free and be a big back. I don't care. Because clearly I don't want it bad enough if I can't even for 3 weeks lock in. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like the mindset behind this. So it's just 3 weeks for me to get my ish together, because do you know what it is? January, I couldn't be serious. February, I couldn't be serious. We're now at the end of March and I still can't be serious. I like, this is the only way, like I know myself, you know what I mean? And if I don't do something drastic like this, I'm just gonna keep taking the piss, and then we're gonna come to November and I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness, I literally didn't do anything that I said I was gonna do this year, and that's because I'm not checking myself, you know what I mean? I keep saying that, you know what I mean, but do you know what I mean? Do you get? So yeah, that's the process. That's what's going to be happening for the next 3 weeks. Let me see what date it will be after the 3 weeks. So right now it's the 29th. 1, 2, 3. It will be the 19th of April that it will be, like 19th of April will be, yeah, like the end of 3 weeks, because I'm doing this on a Sunday, so it'll be better to end it on a Sunday. Yeah, so 19th of April, I'm not really like the date doesn't really matter for me. It's just the next 3 weeks. It's just it's just 3 weeks. Ugh. And to make sure that like I'm really, and it's not just gonna be like, it's not, that's not gonna be just the focus of things. I'm going to be making sure like these next 2 weeks I'm actually very serious and focusing and basically put my head down, and I'm gonna delete my socials. Socials being Insta and TikTok. I'm not really like, genuinely, like I'm not really even on, I'm not like actively posting like that. Obviously I posted on like my holiday stuff, and I did post today just because it's been a year since the iconic Paris pictures, and so hello, I have to post those. But I am gonna delete my socials. I'm gonna keep Substack though, because honestly Substack is, I feel like peace when I'm on the app. Like I don't really feel like it's brain rotting me. And my Substack is honestly so peaceful. Like it's just a lot of Christian content on there, like Christian, like stories, very much peaceful, and I like it. So I'm gonna keep my Substack. So that's, it's not gonna be a thing. I'm just not, because, but then my thing is, if I don't have Insta or TikTok especially, I'm going to find another outlet to scroll on. And so I don't want to make Substack that outlet where I'm still doom scrolling, because the whole point of deleting TikTok mainly is to stop the doom scrolling. So I don't want to transfer that doom scrolling over to Substack. So if that's going to be a problem, and if like, okay, I'm gonna delete them today. So, and if like tomorrow I find myself doom scrolling on Substack will go, like it's I will let that go too, because this is not just because you don't like, no, it's not transferable. So this is what I have to do. I have to be strict with myself, because if I'm not, there's literally no accountability, and I just do whatever I want to do, and I can't live life like this. I need to be holding myself more accountable. Okay, so that leads me on to point number whatever. You know how I was saying, obviously you actually don't know because I haven't posted anything, but in my thingy videos, in my holiday video, I was saying that like I didn't want to buy a new phone because I'm not where I want to be, and buying a new phone is basically just rewarding bad behavior. But like I said, I actually need the new phone because my phone ain't got no content, and I can't do what I need to do in terms of editing and stuff like that. So like I said, it's gonna be strings attached with this new phone. I'm probably gonna get it in, like, I don't know, the next week or two. There's gonna be strings attached to this phone. It's not oh, congratulations. It's a, oh, this phone, like you're only getting it because of the content, and like you need to do work. But if you're taking the piss with it, then obviously I'm not gonna return the phone, because hello, I've already brought it. But it's gonna be I'm gonna have words with myself, if I'm not actually doing what it is that I need to do. So that will also be a thing. And I'm going to be limiting my screen time just in general, which is where the cutting off socials is coming from. So I am going to be limiting my screen time. I'm gonna start actually reading books, like actual books, because I've got books scattered around this room, to be fair, especially in there. So I will dig out a book that I need to read, or like I've been needing to read and I haven't gotten around to it. And so I'll put that, that will be a thing. I've said this before. I've done all this hoopla before. I just never stuck to it. But this time it's just 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks, and I need to do this. I need to. My thing is, hopefully by the end of the 3 weeks, I've dropped these bad habits and I've picked up better ones to, push me to keep going further. That's the plan, you know. That's why I'm like, it's just 3 weeks. Like, just give it your all for these 3 weeks. And if by the end of the 3 weeks you couldn't do it, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care. Do what you want to do. If you want to be a if you want to be a big bag, be a big bag. I don't care. But for these next 2 weeks, you're gonna give it your all, and you're gonna actually put everything into it. Hence why I keep saying it's just 3 weeks. Okay, now that that's that, and I'm also going to really like be better in my word. Like I'm another thing that I'm very, not even like wishy-washy with, but I do need to be better with. Like I was like at the start of the year, I was very consistent in terms of like reading every day and reading my Bible, and you know, just, you know, and it's like then I fall back, and then like, and it's like I can't keep doing it. Like that's why, and with that again, 3 weeks, give it your all, give it everything I need to give, and let God deal with the rest. So I'm actually excited for the next 3 weeks. But then again, I've got something coming up this weekend, my friend's birthday thing. So I've decided I'm not gonna be drinking anyway. Like I don't want to drink. So it's not gonna be a thing. And you know what? It will be like a good practice for me. So like, you know, like when I'm in an outing situation, to still make good choices. Just because you're out and about, and you know, does not mean it's not green light to make bad decisions. Like, no, still making good decisions, because we're still within 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks. No matter the situation or the circumstance, we're still locking in, because it's just 3 weeks. You get it? Say it with me. It's just 3 weeks, okay? It's just 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks. It's literally just 3 weeks. It's nothing. It's nothing. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Anyways, yeah. And my lips are so, I don't know what is going on with everything in terms of my face. I've got spots on my forehead. I'm breaking out everywhere. My lips are cracked for days. What is going on? I'm not used to this, and I'm blaming everything on everything. I'm blaming everything on the unhealthy habits in terms of, you know what? But this is the thing though. I'm saying unhealthy habits. I'm actually not an unhealthy person. Like, it's not like I be doing up like junk food like I rarely eat junk food. I just can't restrict myself when it comes to the food that I'm eating, even if it's healthy. Yeah. And like I said, I just want a sweet treat. I just want a sweet treat. You know, sugar. Yeah, because sugar. I just want a sweet treat. But I'm going to be cutting that out, and we're just gonna be good. Because what? Because it's just 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks. We can do what we need to do. Anyway, but the thing is, I know myself, and I know like when I put too much pressure on myself, I end up you know. That's why it's just 3 weeks, because it's actually not that long. But again, it's not pressure. It's just do what you need to do for the next 2 weeks, and actually take it seriously. And if, like I said, by the end of the 3 weeks nothing changes, then do what you need to do. Anyways, I'm gonna get a digital scale so that we actually get a better gauge on what the starting weight is. And whenever I get it, I'll take a picture, and you know, we'll do the whole shebang, so that by the end of the 3 weeks there better be a decline in whatever number is the starting number. I don't care, because I can't keep doing this with myself. Like, summer's actually around the corner, and I know the weather this week. You know what I'm pissed about? I'm actually fuming. The dates that I went on holiday, the UK had the best weather. Like, it was actually sun. Whilst when I was in Gran Canaria, I was low-key battling it with the weather, and I had to force myself to be like, oh, the weather's great, because I'm on holiday, and I kind of have to say that, even though the weather wasn't great. And I was, you know, I was, yes, psyching myself, being like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. It was actually really windy, and it was raining, and like it was cold. It was cold. Whilst the UK had some great sun, and then as soon as I'm back, Gran Canaria, the weather there is great. Like, I was looking at the weather app. It's like the days that I was there, like I was there from like Tuesday to Friday. I was looking Tuesday to Friday, like last week, like, you know, the week that has just gone by that I was here. Great. And what was the weather like here? Horrendous. What is going on? Am I the problem? Am I bringing bad weather where I'm going? I don't like that. I didn't like that. Anyways, yeah, now that that run is over, and now that you guys know the plan of action for the next 3 weeks, like I said, I'm not going to be doing up like what else do I need to here and here as well, to be fair, I was just on my period, so the spots do make sense. However, karma, I still don't like it. I still don't know why you're here. Very much uninvited guests, and they need to go. Which one is the bumpiest? To be fair, this one's pretty bumpy. I'm gonna do it on this one. Good. Anyways, okay, cool. So now I'm going to be ending this video off with me deleting my socials. And the thing is, going on social breaks and like deleting my socials, it's never really been a thing. Like, it's not a big deal for me because I like delete my socials all the time. And so this is not actually, it's not really a big deal for me. But I don't actually care about these apps. Like, I think you guys know how I feel about Insta. And after, you know what, I can't get into that. I can't get into that right now. Otherwise, I'll be ranting for the next hour, and I want to sleep. So, oh, I need to. Oh, the thing is, though, when I delete my Insta, especially logging back in, it's always such a hassle. Let me make sure like I've gotten everything. I've got like my usernames and my passwords thingy. Let me take a screenshot of them so that I remember. Because if I don't, I'm actually gonna low-key forget. Okay. Especially my my thingy, my little Finsta. Oh, I love that Insta so much, because do you know what it is? I just post what I want to post. Should I give you guys a sneak peek? I just post what I want to post. And do you know how many posts I've got? I've got 1,030. Actually, there we go. 1,036 posts. And it's just me being me, you know? It's a lot of it's not loading properly, but anyways, it's fine. In fact, I don't even want you guys to see, because this is my little special page for me, my ads only. Anyways, cool. Yeah, I was supposed to delete it. I did a whole hoop plan, didn't delete it. Anywho, those delete Insta, delete TikTok. Do you know why this came? Do you know? Let me tell you why this next 3 weeks thing actually came about. Because last night I was doom scrolling on TikTok until like 3-4 a.m. Granted, the clock did go back forward, because I was thinking, I must have looked at the clock and it was like 3 something. I was like, I have not been here for that long. And then I remember like the clocks had gone forward, so technically it wasn't for as long as I thought it was for, but it was still long. I was still, and it's like, this is it's not good for me. Like, I need to cut these habits off like right now and just focus on what I need to focus on the road. There is nothing but the road. Focus on the road. There is nothing but the road. There's nothing but the road. And like, I'm the problem, you know. And I've realized it's like, I'm what's stopping me from becoming the me that I want to be. And so that's why I need to clearly take these drastic measures. You might not even think it's that drastic, but whatever, we're gonna call it drastic. Take these drastic measures in order for me to actually fix up and do what it is I need to do. I need to bin this. I don't know why I'm putting it back. I hate when people do that, when they put back empty things. It's empty. Why? Like, why not binning it? So I need to bin it. Let me take it back. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into like new skincare, because clearly something's not working. Something's not working, and I've been looking at like this Korean brand, because like the problem in which I know my skin has and the problem in which I want to fix, I feel like a good Korean skincare brand is what I need. So I'll get what I need to get. Don't you worry about that. I might have to just add that into the just 3 weeks package skincare. But it's annoying me because I've never really had to do that. And so like I keep saying, it's really throwing me off. It's throwing me off my game. Anyways, I'm gonna love and leave you here, and I guess I'll see you in 3 weeks time for the update and to see if I've stuck to my words and to see if I've done what I said I'm going to do. And I don't want to I don't want to sit here. I don't want to be in this position in 3 weeks time saying, actually, like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to be here like, guess what, I did this, and I feel like that's actually the main goal, to actually feel better, you know, and to feel like I'm actually on the right path, and to make sure that like at the end of the 3 weeks, it's not me saying, I'm gonna be a big back. It's gonna be me saying, you know what, I'm gonna keep this going, you know. So I'm gonna love and leave you here, and I'll see you in the next 3 weeks. I'll see you after the 3 weeks, and we shall do a review on how these next 3 weeks will be. Anyways, bye for now. Hello, you guys. So this is just a little check-in. It's been okay, cool. It's Friday the 3rd of April, so it's literally been like 4 days. We started, this is just 3 weeks, on the 29th, so it's been 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, it's been 5 days. And I like I said, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be doing a check-in or not, but I thought, you know what, this weekend, with it being, you know, Holy Week, and this weekend being Holy Weekend, I thought, let me just take you guys along with what I'm doing, you know. And I've just decided that after this weekend we'll really start the it's just 3 weeks thing, because I feel like this week has been a good trial and a good starter to what I need to do. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going to be transparent, because what's the point, you know? I could have just waited until the 3 weeks and be like, everything was good, everything was Gucci, I did what I said I needed to do. However, I don't want to do that, you know. This is, you know, I feel like we are at a point where I can be a little bit real with you guys, you know. We keep it real around here, you know. So this week started off really good. It started off great. Monday, I was, you know what it is, during the day, like when I'm at work, I'm actually on it a bit more. I was on it a bit more this week. So I was, you know, I was taking to like my meal prep and making sure that that's what I was eating during the work day, so that by the time I come home, I'm supposed to literally have like small things, you know, fruit, eggs, whatever. But then my mom is a really good cook, you guys. So whenever I come back home, there's food. And so I'm yamming. So it's really the evenings that I need to work on in terms of like the aggressive cut. But like I said, I feel like this week we're gonna take it as a trial week, so that next week we really start it's just 3 weeks, you know. I know I did the whole hoopla, but I feel like realistically this was needed. Anyways, like I said, the week started off great. It really did. And then Wednesday rolls around, and as soon as I woke up that day, Wednesday was the 1st of April, so it was like new month, happy new month, the whole good things. Anyways, Wednesday rolls around, and as I'm in town going to work in the morning, I was fiending for pastries, specifically Little Bakery. And I was like, it was a really intense battle in my head, like no joke. I was like, do I give in? Because the thing is with me, this is the thing with me. If I restrict myself to the point where like I'm constantly thinking about it, I'm going to end up binging. I'm going to end up like saying F it and just going all out. So I'm like, you know what? When I'm getting these cravings, and I know the whole point is to be more disciplined and, have more self-control, but at the same time I know myself, and I know that if I don't give myself what I want, it's gonna be worse down the line. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just have a little treat. First of the month. Let's kick it off on a little treat. So I was like, I've done well for the past 2 days. Let me just. So that morning, not only did I get pastries from Aldi, I got cookies and things and brownies from Lidl, because Lidl cookies is literally my favorite thing. Actually, I've got a bone to pick with Lidl. I feel like they've changed their cookie recipe. No joke. Because the cookie that they started off with, I think the first time I had Lidl Baker was like in 2013. I don't know if that's when it started, but that's when like the Lidl in my hometown got their bakery. So, and the cookies from 2013, I remember it because I was obsessed with them. Me and my siblings were literally obsessed. We'd be going to Lidl literally every day after school, after saving the bus money to go to Lidl and go ham at the bakery. So I know the taste of that little cookie. I know it very, very well. And I feel like as the years have evolved, the cookie, I don't know if they started getting their dough from somewhere else. I don't know if the recipe's changed, but something's changed, because it's not the same. It's not, it looks the same, but in terms of the taste and the texture, it's not the same. And I need answers. I really do. Anyways, that's beside the point. It's still nice. I'm still going to eat it, but that's beside the point. Anyways, had that. I literally finished it. Yeah, before I even got to work, it was already yam. Anyways, got into work now, and because it's like Easter week, there's treats, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let myself eat today. I'm not gonna do the whole I was like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm gonna eat. And I did. Obviously I didn't go overboard, but I did give into the treats and the chocolate and the goodies, and I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at myself too much, because it was bound to happen. That's why I'm like, let's use this week as a trial week inside. Plus I'm going Brom tomorrow for my friend's birthday, so I'm gonna be eating and drinking, so it's fine. Well, not too much though. I really don't want to drink like that, but it's fine. Anyways, you know how I was saying to you, like, I needed to proper weigh myself so that we we know what we're starting off at. So I did get a digital scale, right? And so let me. And on this digital scale, I weighed myself yesterday, and I was like, yeah, because it came instead. I was like, let me start off. Let's see what's really good. So when I did it, I don't know if you can see that. I will probably post the picture on the screen. It says 71.10 kg. And so, but the thing is, I was really skeptical, because when I first stepped on it, it said 72. And then when I stepped on it again, it said 71. So I'm like, see, now I've got trust issues, because now I don't know what to believe. And that's when I was like, I don't really think this is giving me the correct information. So I was like, let me the reason why I even got this digital scale is because I usually use the machine at the gym to get the body fat, get everything all in one, right? But there was it was being weighed for like the past month or two, where like there was no paper in the machine, right? And these lot actually took the piss, because you pay for it first. You pay for it, and then it does the thing. So then there must have been this one time I paid for it, and then that's when it said that there was no paper. So I had already paid. I was like, I ain't doing this, because it had happened to me before, but I let it slide. But money's tight these days. It's only £1.50, but it's a lot. So now I had to message the people like, yeah, I had to take pictures, take the time, message them like, yeah, I need my refund. Give me that £1.50 back. And then, you know what? The same thing happened to me again the week after, but I didn't email them this time, because I was like, they must think this girl's an idiot, because how did you fall for it twice, within a span of a week. So I was like, you know, I don't want to come across as an idiot. So let me just keep my mouth shut. But yeah, now they've got paper in it. So I was like, let's actually see the real tea. So remember, I thought I was rounding up anyway at the start. I was like, let's say 75. But I'm actually 73.4 kg, which I don't know if you can see that, but I'll take a picture and which from Vlogsember, because Vlogsember was like 73.3. So, and mind you, I said I've been eating a lot, so I've not actually gained massive weight. Like I really haven't, but that's only because like I've been more active in terms of, like I said, I've actually upped my step intake and whatnot, so I've been more active in that sense, so hence why I'm not really surprised. So I'm okay with this. It's a good round number to like 73. It's a good starting point. So yeah, that's what we're working with. I'm okay with this weight. So that obviously now that I know exactly what it is that I'm at, I'm like, the next 3 weeks, like I said, I'm not really focusing on losing heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. However, I would like by the end of the 3 weeks to be at 70. That's now the goal. Which I think is honestly doable. Like, it actually really is. And so yeah, I'm excited to really start this running on Monday, maybe Sunday actually. But you know what I've done? I got waist beads on. So like my mom brought waist beads back when they went to Togo, and I was like, you know what, because waist beads is actually a really good indication as to like tracking your progress. And so I'm like, let me get them on me, make it a little bit tight, so it's not too tight, but it's it's tight, so that way it's supposed to get looser, not tighter. If by the end of the 3 weeks it's bursting, that's how I know something's not gone right here. But it's supposed to get looser, so that's where we're at. So I'm excited to be tracking the progress that way. Plus I love waist beads. So that's that. But anyways, you must be wondering why have I got a good wig on? That's because it's my little brother's birthday today. So yeah, Rich is turning 15. He's just turned 15. And so I'm like, let's go shopping, even though the weather's actually really bad and I low-key don't want to go anymore because it's raining and yeah. But we're gonna go to town and just do a bit of shopping. And plus I need to go town anyway because I feel I need to go to O2 because O2 have really been pissing me off these days, and I need to get like new skincare, so it will be a little cute day. And yeah, so that's the thing. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this lace is not laid and I really don't want to lay it. And guys, this hair is synthetic, but it's actually really good quality. I took this from my sister when we were in France, because I did the blonde hair, but then I got sick of the blonde, and then luckily she had this hair as backup, and I was like, gimme. And she gave me. She better not think I'm taking this as like an early present or something, because yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna pop a hat on because I haven't actually laid it, and when in doubt, wear a hat. That's literally my motto in life. Anyways, yeah, like I said, it's a bit cold and it's really wet. Here he is, birthday boy. Yeah. Why is it doing? I've come in. How are you feeling to have woken up a 15-year-old?
Feels good.
Feels good. Anyways, cool.
Well, no, actually, because damn it, I can't be 14 again now.
Shh, thank you for this. Anyways, do you want to, like, the weather's actually really bad? Because you're not wearing that, are you?
Yeah, let me.
That's too light of a jacket. Imavi said he's, huh?
Imavi said what?
He's in town. He's in Mani.
Yeah, okay, so what are you going to say?
I said, do you still want to go?
Do do you want to go?
Let's get that to drop us off at the train station.
Do you think?
Yeah, and then just get the train. Or get an Uber to the train station.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's only going to be like a couple hours. Plus, I do need to go town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we shall go.
I wear a coat on top.
Yeah, wear a coat because it's actually cold. Anyways, I'll see you when we're out. Hello, you guys. We're back home. It's currently 8:47, and I'm honestly tired. Like, I'm actually tired. I was gonna prep my wake for tomorrow because I'm gonna be going home tomorrow. However, I'm actually really tired, so I'm just gonna call it a night and then wake up a little bit early tomorrow and get everything that I need to get done. Am I gonna wear makeup? Probably not. Honestly, probably not, because I can't be asked. I actually can't. Should I? Nah, man, I can't be asked. Like, honestly, I don't feel like it. Plus, I'm gonna be on my feet and traveling around back and forth, Manny and Bingy tomorrow. So, yeah, CBA. I want my face to be, you know, bare. Anyways, I'm gonna let me leave you here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. I've literally been sat here watching back my videos from my holiday, literally grinning ear to ear, because I'm like, I just want to be back. I just want to be back. And this is literally the only place that I can actually really watch it, or like through my SD card on my phone. I actually really need a new phone at this point because I want to start editing. You know what it is though? I do all of this like, oh, I need to edit, and then it's like, but babes, you're not posting it anywhere. So like, what is this about? But I will post the holiday content because I actually think it's cute. You know, it's nice. If I do say so myself, okay? If I do say so myself. Anyways, I already said I'm gonna go sleep, and here I am. What's the time? 9:17. I actually need to be up early, so let me stop dilly-dallying. Let me stop watching myself. It's hard though. Hello, you guys. I'm currently on the train to Rome. Quite a busy thingy. It's currently 11:25. So I'll be getting to Rome for like 12:30, which I actually was running a bit late this morning. I'm gonna lie. I was busy doing my hair, which took a little, but it's fine. We made it. I'll get there because she booked the brunch for 1 o'clock. So the plan was to go a bit early and see if I can get her something, but yeah, I ended up getting like later train than the train that I had originally booked. I don't even know if you can hear me, but yeah. Anyways, I'm having to like hold the table up so that you can see me a bit better. But yeah, I will see you when I get to work. Currently in H&M, just having to check out a merch. You guys want to see my fit? Look how cute! It's just a bodysuit with my thingy. But yeah, what do we think? Anyways, yeah, Sunsets, they're 5 minutes away, so I'm actually gonna start heading out. I just don't want to be there before them. Also, my lace does look very crazy in a real life. But I honestly can't be asked. So if anybody, you know, sees the lace and is a bit scared, honestly, I'm scared too. So let's be scared together. Anyways, it's fine. I'm gonna start heading out now, and then I'll see you when I'm there. Whenever I'm in Brom, I get so like, on my days I miss it. And it's like, not even that like I miss the city per se, because I actually don't. It's quite dirty here actually, and there's construction that's been here since I flipping started uni, and it still hasn't finished. But I miss it in the sense that like I miss the nostalgia, you know. I know my days, this literally used to be like my route to work, and the memories are just flooding back. But no, there's a lot of memories, good and bad, attached to Brom, and I will actually always, it will always have a place in my heart. That's what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily that like I want to live here, like I want to come back. No, but I do miss the time of my life. Eee! You see the wind? Very, very windy. Yeah, I do miss that time because, you know, it was just uni stress. Not much else was going on. Well, anyways, let me look and leave it here. Sam's already at the restaurant, so I'm trying to speed up my walk, but still not look crazy like I'm running, you know. Anyways, do you guys see the side of the wig lifting? Yeah, scary. Hello, you guys. Oh, I'm so tired. But yeah, I'm back home. It's currently 9:38. Obviously, I'm back from Brom, which is, it's actually pretty early considering it's Brom. Usually I like stay the night, but I just couldn't be asked today. I didn't want to. I wanted to come home and sleep in my bed. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I literally didn't clock in when I touched them up, so you don't even know what we got up to. So we basically went brunch, like bottomless brunch at Turtle Bay, and then we went bowling. It was cute. Yeah, it was nice. But I've just come to the conclusion that like I actually don't like drinking. Like I don't like the way alcohol makes me feel. You know, like that uneasy, queasy feeling in your stomach. I don't like that. It's like, yeah, I really don't like that. Hence why I don't actually drink anymore. Like obviously like the one-offs is one-offs. Like before today I hadn't drank in a minute because I don't like the feeling. Which is crazy because if you know me, but if you knew me, love the drink. I might be a bit tipsy. Anyways, yeah. It's not that funny. No, it's funny if you know the law. Anyways. Ah, that's my phone. Anyways, yeah. I'm just so tired. Like I've literally been up since like 7. And I just want to sleep, you know what I mean? But it's a good thing. Oh, that we have tomorrow and Monday to really rest, so that I can really rest, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna love and leave you here because I'm honestly conking out. It's been a long day. And the wind is really winding. Like, the wind is winding. To be fair, actually, no, I was going to say the weather wasn't that bad, but it was actually really windy. Like, we were fighting the wind. We were like, what is this? Anyways, I'm just glad I'm home now because, yeah. I can really... Oh, it's even raining. I can really sleep, you know, and sleep to my heart's content. Because, like I said, there's no... Right, I'm gonna live and leave it here. Flip's sake. Me and this phone, I swear. Considering how clumsy and flimsy I am with this phone, I'm surprised it's not actually broken or cracked. Anyways, I'm gonna live and leave it here, and I'll see you when I see you. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not really doing anything tomorrow. Maybe you'll see me tomorrow, maybe not. Anyways, bye. Hello, you guys. Happy Sunday, happy Easter. All I know is that the tomb was empty and he has risen. Amen. 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 We praise him. Anyways, how was everybody's Easter? What did everybody get up to? Louis didn't get up too much. Was just celebrating Easter and having good food. So it's currently 10:34. I've been gym and whatnot, and so I'm trying out some new skincare because this face thing is it's really getting to me. It really is. And I'm gonna show you this video. from like June, so you guys can really see what I'm like. You might not be able to you might think, what is she talking about, like her skin doesn't actually look bad, but I know where we've been, you know, I know where we've come from, and where we are right now, it's scaring me. In this spot, it can't leave a thingy there, like it just can't. I can't deal with this. So I'm trying out new skincare. I have this viral Korean skincare mask from Japan. My friend actually like got me this from Japan when she went last year, and I haven't opened it. I keep saying, oh, I need to use it, and so now is literally the perfect time to bust this open. It's really good for like hydrating your skin, which is literally what I need, because my skin on my face is really dehydrated. So yeah, let's get this. Let's get this bad boy open. Okay, I have just showered and cleansed my face, so my face is basically ready to go. Apparently you're supposed to cleanse and tone before you use this, but I kind of just want to use this on bare face and see what it's saying, really. Okay, let's get this started. Ooh. Is this 1 or 2 that I've got here? It might be 2. Okay, yeah, it's 2. Ooh. Let me put this back in. Bear with me. Okay. Apparently you leave this on for like 15-20 minutes. So we'll see how I feel. Sometimes I get annoyed with like face masks. So let's get this. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Anyways. It fits around my lips. Love that. That looks scary. They need to make a big forehead girl friendly face mask, because, you know, up there needs love too. It needs love too, okay? It's quite cooling and refreshing on my face. I'm gonna rip the eye part just so that it's, you know, like tear it a bit, just so that I'm not getting. Is this dangerous to have scissors so close to my eyes? Yeah, it is. I need to actually be careful with this. Did that even cut anything? No. Anyways, it's fine. Let me. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to rinse this off after you use it, but I'm guessing not, because of all like the nutrients in this mask. Yeah, let me not talk too much and just let it do what it needs to do, and then I will check back in after the 10 minutes, and then we'll see what it's really saying. Okay, so it's been a good 10 minutes, so I'm gonna take this off now. I actually really like that. I'm just gonna bring it into my skin. That is not bad at all. And apparently there's like a load of essence left after you do it. Oh yeah, that's nice. But now what am I gonna do with all of this? I might just use it on my neck. It is a lot, actually. Maybe not. Let me go pour this away and I'll be back. No, that's actually really nice. Like, Yeah, that's really nice. I probably won't use it like on a daily basis, maybe like a weekly or bi-weekly. But let's get into my new skincare. Obviously I've had to go more on the Asian side because Koreans know what they're doing with skincare. Anyways, I did buy this Tete. Yeah, Tete. I bought the Tete milk toner just because, again, like, I'm really going heavy on hydration. That's what the main focus of this next phase is gonna be. So let me open this up. What is this? Oh, okay, there we go. This is basically like the the thingy I just used, the face mask, because that's like a milky. It's milky. Okay, how cute. I brought the mini just because with me I need to actually test it and see if it's good for my skin and it's gonna do wonders for my skin rather than go full in and buy the full thing. Anyways, let me. Yeah, this is literally just like the essence from the face mask. Anyways, I'm gonna tap that in. Yeah, it's supposed to be hydrating. I should have double cleansed, to be fair. Anyways, let's see. Contains chamomile extract and rice bran extract that make moist and smooth. Milk skin contains chamomile extract and rice bran extract that make moist and smooth. That make what moist and smooth? The skin moist and smooth? I think that's an incomplete sentence. Anyways, it has a taste. Or maybe that was from the face mask. Anyways, okay, let's get into the new things that I've got. There's only two things. Like I said, I've gone Korean. This is the, I had to like emergency to get this on Amazon because they didn't sell it in any of like the skincare shops that I went to on Friday, yeah. Okay. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the story of how I got these two bumps on my forehead. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see these bumps, yeah. I don't know how I got the second bump, but let me tell you. Let me set the scene. It was, how old am I now? I'm 23. What age was I when this happened? I actually can't remember the age. Maybe 4 or 5. And this was back in Togo. And I was like where we lived, there was like another house opposite us. I think, I can't really remember if there was another house, but there was a house opposite us, and the girl, she was around my age, or she was around my age, and we were playing this game, basically Marco Polo, where you basically, obviously I don't have to explain Marco Polo to you. You know how Marco Polo works. You close your eyes and you listen to the person and try and catch them. So I was the person that had my eyes closed this round of the game, and I was, hearing her saying, "Oh, I'm here." So I'm trying to catch her, but like the place that we lived, there was like a well in the middle of what? There was a well. There was a well in the middle of the area, kind of thing. Am I explaining this right? Yeah, I am. I don't forget stuff like this. Stuff like this I can't forget. Anyway, yeah. So there was a well in the middle, and she must have been like near the well, because where she was saying she was near the well. And so obviously I had my eyes closed, and I'm like, you know. And then lo and behold, she must have been like opposite the well or something, and I literally, oh okay, anyways, first of all, this is the Anua PDRN hyaluronic, I actually can't say that properly, hyaluronic anyways, cool, you know what I'm saying. Facial serum is for dry and dull skin, and it's deeply moisturizing. Again, like I said, this is we're going ham on the moisturization of this face for the next, until this one's out. We'll see how it goes. But I'm actually excited because I've heard good things. I really have heard good things. This is what it looks like. A few drops does the trick. Well, I thought it was gonna be more what's the word? Thick. It's quite thin. Okay. Okay. Especially around my mouth, because I've got some dehydration lines on my face. We need those gone, honestly. We do. Anyways, yeah. So what was I saying, back to the story? Yeah, so she must have been behind the flipping well, and so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch you. It's not funny actually. Why are we laughing? It was quite a lot for young Giselle to go through that. Anyways, yeah, so I was, you know, looking for her, and then literally the well, like head first, right bank smacked the well, and it really hurt. Like it was really painful. And obviously my mom tried to, you know, force the bump to go back in, but I was like, nah, it was really hurtful. And I was like, nah, leave it. And so that's how I got my bump on my forehead. But I don't know where the other bump came from. I actually don't know. Is there anything in this? Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, I really don't know where the other bump came from. Because it wasn't... Something else happened. Something else did happen. I might have to ask my mom and my siblings where I got the other bump came from. But the first bump, that's where that originated from. Yeah, so that's the story. And you know what, it was actually a thing that I was bullied over in high school, which for a while, maybe that's why I have like some unresolved trauma, which is why, you know, I'd be doing my wigs, you know, but that's just because I've got the forehead space and I can finesse the wig anywhere and anywhere I want. But you know, that's stuff that I've actually had to kind of get over. And yeah, imagine bullying someone because they've got a bump on their forehead. What was wrong with these kids? I actually don't know. What else was it? Yeah, mascaras are. Can you see mascara on my face? Yeah, that was also a topic of bullying for me. I don't know what that was about. And for the longest time I was actually really insecure about it being on my face. And if I like show you some pictures from like before, I always used to try and hide it. But then I'm like, bro, this is literally my face. This is my face. I can't do anything about it. This is the family like tribal mark. So it's like I literally like I can't do nothing about it. The only person in my family that doesn't have it is Rich, because he was born here, and like one of my older sisters, because she, like when she was born, she stayed with my grandma, so she doesn't have it either. But other than that, everybody does have it. And so yeah, it's like this is my face, you know. But no, something like that, you know, stays. And it was never like an insecurity. Yeah, I can't really say it was an insecurity, but it was never something that I deeped until high school and until I was getting picked on about it, which then became a thing for me. I think just just surrounding that, just even saying to people back then that like I was from Togo, and I used to never say it because two reasons. There's two reasons. This is how the conversation goes to this day when I tell people that I'm from Togo or someone asks where you're from. I'm like, oh, where you from? They guess Nigeria, Ghana. I get Somalia quite a lot. I think I've said this. I get Somalia quite a lot, which I get because of the forehead. But no, those are the countries that I get the most. And then I'm like, actually, no, I'm from Togo. And then this is how the dialogue goes. Oh, Togo, where is that? I've never heard of it. And I'm like, yeah, it's West Africa. It's next to Ghana. So to just eliminate that me having to do that dialogue, I just used to tell people, you know what? Yeah, I'm from Ghana. You know, I'm Ghanaian. Which, now that I look back, I don't want to be claiming that I'm from Ghana. Not that there's anything wrong with being Ghana. Ghana is a really good country. Plus, like, a lot of, like, the culture from Togo and Ghana is really, really similar. We even, like, have the same language in terms of one of the languages, because I know they speak Twi and the other language, or there might be several languages in Ghana, I actually don't know, but we speak Ewe in Togo, and I know that they speak Ewe as well, like some parts of Ghana speak Ewe. So me and my friend, you know, quick story within a story, me and my friend Maggie, this is another thing that I brought. It's again Anua. It's like the moisturizing cream. Again, it's got hyaluronic acid in it, so it's supposed to be really good. Yeah, so I'm actually excited for the next few months to use this and see the results. Can you see the I'm trying to get it to focus so that you can see the nozzle. Can you see? It's actually pretty nice. Yeah, me and my friend Maggie. Can this square leave my face? Are you gonna leave or not? What's going on? Can you leave? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, me and my friend, we didn't even know that, like, we basically spoke the same language. And it wasn't until like third year, mind you, we had been cool, and then she must have been asking, what language do you speak? I don't know how it came about, and I was like, oh, I speak Ewe. She was like, oh, no you don't, because I speak Ewe. Well, I think she could understand a bit of it, or not speak it properly or fully, but yeah, I'm fluent. I can speak and understand it. So yeah, anyways, yes, I used to tell people I was Ghanaian, but I was actually not, you know. But now I will proudly, because it's like, why are you ashamed to say where you're from? You know what I mean? Like, I have to smell these things just because I don't want a weird smell on my thingy. And do you know what else I've started using, that I used to use before that I stopped? You know, the Koji-san, the face bar, the orange one. I used to use it, but then I stopped because it's really good for like evening out your skin tone and stuff like that, but at the same time I didn't want it to brighten my face too much, you know. There's borderline between skin brightening and then skin lightening. Obviously they're two different things, you know. You can brighten your skin and just have it even and have it like all one tone, and then dangerous territory where you're actually like doing up skin lightening, which is what I didn't want. But it does work and it is good. So I have started using that just to get rid of any dark spots that I've got on my face, which is not actually that many. But yeah, I have started using it again. By again, I mean today. Today was like my first using it again. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that's just my little what was I even talking about? My skin. No, I was talking about, yeah, in relation to my skin and my face and stuff like that. It's just stuff that I've had to overcome as a person to be the Giselle you see sitting before you today and talking to you confidently. But the thing is that I've always, like I said, like my face and my skin is never really been like an insecurity in terms of like how I look and like my skin color and stuff like I've always been happy with my face, thank God. But there's just, you know, some stuff that, you know, when people pick on you about a specific feature that you've got, that you like, that wasn't even an insecurity of yours before, and then for like 3-4 years you're bullied about that thing relentlessly, you start thinking, oh, oof, what's wrong with me? But yeah, like I said, it's just stuff that I've had to kind of get over and be like, bro, my face is absolutely tea. What are you talking about? Anyways, let me stop. But yeah, it's been a week since I was sat in this spot talking about it's just 3 weeks. And I was talking to Rich and he was like, because I told you I deleted socials and stuff, but then I re-downloaded it just for the weekend, and I'll actually get into the reason as to why I actually re-downloaded my socials, because there's a very specific reason as to why I did, a very big reason, because I needed to be on TikTok to see some discourse. Anyways, I'll get into that later. And then he was like, but what's the point, because I thought you were doing this for 3 weeks. And I was like, oh yeah, but this week was like a trial week. And then he's like, you can't do that. I'm thinking, who's gonna stop me? Like, I make the rules, but I'm being serious now. Like, this is it. After, like, this was the trial week. Now going into the next few weeks, it's just weeks, it's beginning, you know. But then I was seeing someone on TikTok like, what are we actually all doing this for? The way we're all locking in for summer, we might not even have a summer. We legit might even get put into lockdown. So what is all of this for? I don't know, but I'm still gonna do it because I've already said this to myself, and I need to actually kind of be serious with myself. So that's why I'm doing it. But she posed a very good question. What is all of this for? Anyways, it's fine. Let me tidy up my desk because I need to find space for these new skincare for forefront and center, so I know that, like, I don't out of habit reach for my usual things. So let me get this tidied up and I'll be with you shortly. Okay, I'm back. So I'm heading into very much nerd territory right now, and anime-esque and One Piece territory. So if you don't watch and you're not into that, see you later. And also, if you're not caught up, as in literally caught up on the manga, first of all, oh my goodness, One Piece comes out, like, it comes back today. So I'm very excited to get into the Elbaf arc. I actually didn't watch the last episode of Egghead, so I have that to watch. So 2 in 1. We love to see this. But right now we're talking about the manga. Okay. So, you know how I was off socials this week? I was actually off and I was doing good until maybe Thursday. And then I remembered, oh my goodness, One Piece chapter supposed to come out, and I knew that by then, like, spoilers would have been leaked already. And usually I get my spoilers from TikTok. So because I wasn't on it, I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Plus I knew, like, Imu's face was about to be revealed either this chapter or like the next one, and I was like, I need to know what's going on. So I was like, you know, let me use YouTube and see what's going on, you know. And I actually sometimes forget YouTube is there, you know, because I'm just so used to searching everything on TikTok. I'm like chapter 1179 spoilers, only to see the results, only to see that Imu's face has been revealed. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit up for this. First of all, Imu being a man threw me all the way off, because I was thinking Imu was gonna be like, I could have bet money that Imu was gonna be a woman. Like, the face reveal would have been a woman, because hello, not only that, for him to be hot and basically look like, or like have the same features as a flipping Lunarian, I was like, what is going on? I was floored. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I need to re-download TikTok because I kind of need to see what all like the theorists are saying, because I personally wasn't expecting this. And yeah, I'm actually, it just goes to show you that like, we don't know where the story is going, really and truly. Like, everybody can theorize all they want, everybody can throw their two cents in, but we don't know we really don't know. And so it's just stuff like this that genuinely makes you think like, nah, Oda actually knows what he's doing, like, and everybody needs to just shut up and read as it comes out, because he knows what he's doing. Leave him to it. But nah, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, bro, like, and the design, Imu's design, absolutely crazy. Like, I'm obsessed. But I still feel like because let's get into this. Like, let's actually really get into this, because there's two people in terms of Imu and Mu. So Imu himself, like, as in the person that existed 800-900 years ago, Imu himself, I feel like, yeah, that his like reveal is that person. But the entity Mu, as in the actual creature that Imu refers to when they're talking, I think that might be like some sort of like a shapeshifter, something. I don't know, because we don't know what that actually is. Right now we just have seen Imu. Anyways, I'm so excited to get into like the rest of the like Elbaf and see where flipping Oda takes this, because I'm like, for Imu to pull up himself, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking the Straw Hats have been having this a little bit too easy. Like, they've had it easy. They've been like, the fights, they've been winning, and it's like, okay, there's not really any hardships. For Imu to pull up himself, it's about to go crazy. It really is. And just thinking about like how many reveals Elbaf has had. We're talking flipping Shamrock. We're talking Loki. We're talking Harold. We're talking flipping Rocks. I could not have been prepared for Rocks to basically be, not basically, being Blackbeard's father. And you know what's crazy, yeah? How Oda can basically change the whole perception of a character in 2-3 chapters, when the whole time we all had like one perception of him being this bad person, when in actuality it was the other way around. And oh my days, I just can't. But then at the same time, we actually should have known, because this has been in our faces the whole time, where we know like the Marines twist the story, and like we all already knew that like it's the winners that, you know, get to choose how history is written. And we should know that like the people of the One Piece world clearly view Luffy and like the Straw Hats as basically a terrorist group that goes against the government. But obviously we, because we follow them as like the main characters, know that that's not the case. So that clearly should have been alarms when the movies are talking about Rocks and being a bad character. We should have known, we should have clocked, but it's like we have to be spoon-fed these things. Anyways, yeah, no, like Elbaf has actually been like such a crazy arc, and I'm so excited to see where things go and how things pan out, because honestly the One Piece is so close to being revealed. And you know what actually pisses me off? Let me get into this part of the One Piece community that pisses me off. It's all like the people that are arguing about the power scale and things, and I'm literally seeing on videos people are arguing after like Imu's face reveal. People are arguing whether Emu or Blackbeard is the final villain. What's that like? Why are we arguing about stuff like this? What? And it's these kind of people that I feel like ruins the community, because why are you arguing about who's going to be the final villain? Just shut the flip up and just read and watch the story, watch it unfold. And people are like, oh, this was disappointing, 8 years for this kind of reveal. Respectfully, see you later. Like, stop reading. That's what I can say. Stop flipping reading. Oh, it actually pisses me off, because I'm like, everybody just actually needs to show up and just see where order takes this, because just shut up, you know. Anyways, I'm really excited to watch the new season. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's just my little nerd rant of the night. But after this, I am actually deleting socials. It's not really a big deal for me. Like I don't know what I'm saying. Like it was hard. It wasn't hard to be off social. It's just because I needed to see what people were saying about Emu's face before. Like I genuinely needed to see it, and I needed to know that I wasn't the only person that was absolutely flawed, because I really was. I was not expecting that at all, and I haven't talked about this with my brother yet, and because we usually, that's what we be geeking out about, and I haven't had a chance to speak to him about it yet. So when we do, we're gonna be talking. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be me done now. Oh my days, I didn't tell you. I have my first driving test tomorrow. As in my not driving test, my driving lesson. My first driving lesson tomorrow. So I'm actually really excited to get behind the wheels. Yeah, so that's gonna be things that's also gonna be happening in the next 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks, you know. Everything, things keep getting added on. And you know what else is now been added on? I need to really be, because I'm broke, genuinely, no joke. Like I've had to just like I'm actually really broke, and it's only the 5th of April. We've got so many weeks left, and I'm thinking, how the flip am I supposed to survive? But I'm gonna have to be on my saving ish, because I'm actually broke, but it's fine. So I'm not going to check in now until the end of the 3 weeks. So the end of the 3 weeks now is gonna be, before we said it was the 19th, but then again, remember, I did say I don't actually care about the date itself. I just care about the 3 weeks being the 3 weeks, you know. It's just 3 weeks. So now the end of the 3 weeks is going to be the 26th of April. So again, still within April. We're not going into May territory, which we basically will be at that point, because my birthday's coming up. But that's not something I want to think about. My friends are asking me what I'm doing, and I'm like, girlies, I really don't know. I really don't know if I want to do anything. I'm honestly so serious. I might just, anyways, I don't really want to talk about that right now. We'll get into that later when it's near time to my birthday. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna deuce out, because it's currently 11:46 and it's been a long day. So I'm gonna deuce out. So I'm not gonna see you. There's not gonna be a check-in. There's not gonna be a, oh, this was just a trial run. None of that now. No. And if I do, I need somebody to slap me for real, because I'm clearly not serious. Anyways, that's not gonna happen, because I'm gonna take this seriously. Anyways, I'm gonna love and leave you here, and I'll see you in 3 weeks. Okay, bye.